Here's a great question for you. Who are you when nobody's watching? See, a lot of us don't want to ask that question, and we really don't want to answer it. Because who we are when people are watching and who we are when no one's watching can sometimes be two different people. And folks, that's an issue, something you got to address and fix right now. Look, I've learned through my own indiscretions, faults, whatever you want to call them, that you have to be the same person day in and day out if you want to go after success and achieve it. You know, over the last 5 years, I've learned that I'm going to become the man that I say I am 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You know, they say the true test of who you are is what you do when nobody's watching you. And that is it in a nutshell, folks. John Wooden, the great basketball coach back in the early 60s and 70s, I believe, you know, he had a quote that said, "Your reputation is what others think of you and see." Now, listen to that. Your reputation is what others think of you and see you do. Your character is who you truly are. See, what are you doing behind closed doors? You know, are you doing things because, you know, everybody's watching you? Are you doing them because, well, if I do this, people will see it and they'll think I'm this type of person? Or are you doing it because it's really what touches your heart or motivates you? And unfortunately, too many of us do it, and I like to say we do it for the applause and not the cause. Now let me repeat that. We do it for the applause and not the cause. See, the cause is what's important. What is it you're really going after? Whether that's in a relationship or a job or whatever it might be. What is it you really want? What is it you really are going after? What's the end game? What's the final stage? Where do you want to be? And now what are you going to do in order to get there? But are you going to do it, though, when no one's watching you? That's the key. Look, we all can get excited when people are there. It's amazing how when we're out with our significant other and people are looking at us, how much we want to hold their hand and do all the small things and smile and laugh with them and pretend everything's okay. But then when we get behind closed doors, we shut them off. We cut them off. We just don't act the same. Because, you know, we had to put on the show for everybody to see us. Oh, look how happy I am. Look how wonderful this is. Look what a great girl, what a great guy I have. And then we don't do it when we get home. We shut it off. We start to act different. See, that's not real, folks. If you can't be the same person 24 hours, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, then that's where you got to look at it and say, what am I really doing this for? See, I like to believe, and I truly do, I like to believe now, especially over the last 5 years, I've been the same person from the minute I wake up to the minute I go to bed. Look, I'm on fire every day. I have energy every day. I want to get stuff done. I want to do things. You know, and that rubs off. It's not just in front of people. It's to myself. I mean, I walk around my home by myself and I'm fired up. I'm ready for the day. I'm ready to get going because I know that that's got to transform me as an individual. It doesn't matter what everybody else is thinking. You know, take your job, for instance. Are you the guy or the gal that your boss walks through that door right there? He walks through the door and all of a sudden you're super excited. Great day today. Man, let's go kill it, everybody. Come on. What's everybody doing? Man, look, why are you late? I was here early. You're always pointing out the fact you got there early. You're always pointing out the fact that you're outworking everybody. But the minute that boss leaves, he goes to lunch or he goes to a meeting or he takes the day off because he is the boss. What do you do then? Are you the first one sitting at your desk on your social media, Facebook requesting, Instagramming, Snapchatting? You know, is that you? Are you the one that when he leaves, you're like, oh, good, the old man's gone. I ain't got to do anything. I'll just chill now. Or are you the one that still works with that same passion, fire, and desire, even though he's gone? Because you know it's the right thing to do. And look, as you look around your office today, you know who I'm talking about. As you look around your life today, you know who I'm talking about. And I want you to think about that. If you can get as excited when no one's watching, just imagine how much better your future will be, how much more profitable your future will be. Think about your relationship. You know, are you that guy right now that's sitting at work and you're texting somebody saying, oh, it's not a big deal, it's all innocent. Meanwhile, your significant other's at home preparing dinner for you or breakfast or lunch, whatever it might be. You know, are you that female that it's not a big deal. I just met him here and it's not a big deal. We're just friends. We just talk. We just share things. Knowing that deep down it's the wrong thing to do. See, look, that's integrity. That's character. See, you wouldn't do it if your significant other was there. Now, if you would, then you got nothing to be worried about. If you would act like that when your boss isn't there, then you got nothing to be worried about because you're the same person. See, don't be two different people. Be the same person. See, are you the guy that waits just for holidays? Are you waiting for anniversaries or the first day you got together with someone or the first date you had to finally get flowers for them? Or are you the guy that's doing it every couple of weeks, bringing them home just to surprise them? No one else knows about it, just you. See, when we do it for the special occasions, everybody knows. They got to post it. Oh, it's my birthday. Look what my boyfriend, my husband, my wife, my significant other gave me. See, be the one that does it when they least expect it, because that's who you are. Be the one that likes to surprise them because you like to put a smile on their face. You know, when it comes to athletes, I want you to think about that. If you're an athlete, are you doing it just for game day? Or are you the guy in the gym after hours when you've had a bad game? When you've missed an important free throw, when you've dropped the touchdown pass? Are you the guy going out afterwards and working twice as hard as you did when no one's watching? Or are you the guy that's just waiting for the game day? Just waiting for the applause, waiting to hear everybody cheer you on. Boy, look how good he is, look how great he is. See, you don't get there without the preparation when no one's watching. I really think it's a big, big deal, folks, to take a look at who you are when you're doing things and no one else is around you. See, doing the right thing is not always easy, but doing the right thing is the right thing to do. And I can promise you your success will follow you. See, a lot of us, we do things and we think, well, that got unnoticed. That got dismissed by my significant other. Well, I brought her flowers, she didn't say anything. Well, I made him dinner and he didn't say anything. If you're doing it for thanks, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Now, let me repeat that. If you're doing it for thanks, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Do it because it means something to you. And again, don't do it for the applause. Do it for the cause. Do it for what's going to strike you to get to the next level. You know, when you're at your job, do it for the cause. Do it for your family. Do it for the boss. Do it for the company. When you're in a relationship, do it for your significant other. When you're with your family, do it for your family because you want to see your family get to certain heights. Do it for the cause, not the applause. Folks, this is a big, big issue for a lot of people. And I know it was for me. Look, I said a lot of stuff. I talked the talk, but I didn't walk the walk. And until you can admit that, you're in for a really rude awakening. I had to admit it. I had to look in the mirror and say, you're not the man you claim to be. I had to look in the mirror and say, you can do better. You can be better. And folks, I believe I have, especially over the last 5 years. And look, that's the great thing about it. I don't care how old you are, how young you are. You can change who you are right now by making the decision you want to be a better person. I believe now more than ever that my character is far more important than my reputation. See, I want you to understand this. The difference between a champion and everybody else, and again, the difference between a champion and everybody else is what a champion is doing when no one is watching. Have a great day.